Boop. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. Today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 74, Isaiah 27, 1 through 13, and Luke 19, 45 through 48. Or you could have read Psalm 32, Jeremiah 25, 30 through 38, and then Luke 19, 45 through 48. Again, I'm going to take a look at Luke 19, 45 through 48. And how about sometimes you just got to clean house? Things build up over time, and you're not even sure why they're there or where they came from, but there they are, and now you have to deal with it. And sometimes you just got to go through and wholesale clean house. Um, Sometimes it's your stuff and all your fault that why it's there, but sometimes you just inherit someone else's mess, and well, then there it is. It's you. That's the mess you have to deal with now. It just for instance, I just got done cleaning out the third floor of the Wesley Center here, after people had been in there for a while, getting it ready for new students to move in, and uh, you know it in the process, now there's a pile of stuff that needs to go to Goodwill or the dump, either one. Sometimes it's hard to tell which it should go to. Don't take your dump stuff to Goodwill. That's not fair. Anyway, but nobody seems also to know like how or why it's there or whose it was, but it's just there, and so they didn't deal with it, and so but that's just the way it is. It just gets left by somebody, and now somebody is long gone that was responsible for it and left it there, and so now I got to deal with it. um it's kind of, most of the time it's junky stuff and junky practices, or like, it's not really that it's anything wrong with it necessarily. The stuff that gets left behind is just not really broken. It's just doesn't really work that well, so they just don't really need it. They leave it. The story we have today in Luke is about Jesus coming to the temple, and he finds a bunch of junk that wasn't supposed to be there and it wasn't useful. Maybe possibly been useful at one point and wasn't useful anymore. And it was someone else's idea of a good idea. That happens a lot too. You get into an institution, organization, you find other people's ideas of good ideas, and you're like, well, that's not such a bright idea, and you got to toss it. But that's what he finds, other people's ideas of a good idea. And it's the junk they left behind, the practices they left behind, and the whole, it just cluttered and defiled the whole point of the Lord's house. He gets to his father's house and finds all this stuff that shouldn't be there, and it's not just that it's in the way, but it undoes the whole point of the house being there. So what do you do when you find all this clutter in the house, and it defeats the whole point of the house? Sometimes you just got to clean house and toss some stuff to the curb, and that's what Jesus is doing. Anyway, that's the DBR. Get out, enjoy the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Talk to you later. Boop.